Hello everybody, this is Andrew with Tandem RC, and today I just got my brand new Mamba Monster 2 2200 kV brushless combo for my E-Revo right here. And been waiting a couple days for this. Paid $260 for it, so I got it relatively cheap. So just going to go ahead and open this. As you can see, it is two separate boxes. Boxes, yeah, whatever.
Boxes,
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It would have been a bad idea to get this, but he has this beast right here that weighs a ton of poundage. So, I mean, if you had like a smaller car, like something like, I don't know, like a Slash or something that was a little bit less weight, it would have been smarter to get the
Sidewinder.
Yeah, the Sidewinder instead of this, because this has a higher weight limit. But yeah.
Alright, so anyways, this thing, the motor itself weighs about 15 ounces. It is going to be pretty big. So we're just going to go ahead and
take it out and we see.
Oh yeah, it's pretty big.
Did it come with the... Yeah, it comes with the screws. That's good. It might be a different thread size, that's why. Oh lord, it's heavy as hell.
It's about 15 ounces.
It's awesome.
So next we're just going to be unboxing the ESC. Just came in this little box. Same thing as the motor, but obviously there's an ESC in this one.
More foam.
Yeah, thick piece of foam. Driver's ed guide. A lot of stickers actually.
Nice stickers.
It's a pretty thick booklet. 45 pages it looks like.
Is that different from the starter guide? I thought there was like a little quick guide.
Yeah, there's a start guide right there.
Yeah.
And it gives you the programming guide stuff.
And then there's like a gearing chart or something like right here. Yeah, it's... Oh, that's a quick start guide there.
Alright, so here it is.
It's actually pretty small ESC for what it is.
It's all stuck in the foam and everything. There you have it.
Very nice. You're gonna put Deans on it, right?
Probably.
Yeah. It's just a lot easier to pull apart and put together. And it's a lot harder to put in backwards. It's pretty big motor wires. Not focusing. There we go. There you go. So there's a lot of programmability, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, you could even see the solder points. It's pretty cool.
And if you want to adjust your wire.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You could just unsolder it.
Yeah.
It already comes with a fan charge. You're going to have to get a fan for that thing. It's going to get super hot.
This thing weighs probably a good 4 ounces, I would guess.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how it fits. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's a nice fit.
We're going to go get the plate and then we'll mount it for you guys and show you. We got the pinion that came with the motor already, so... 18 tooth, probably going to stick with that for a while and see how it works. It's kind of big, but how big is your spur? Your spur might be big.
It might be a 55, I believe.
So yeah, you can see there it just barely fits in. I think it's going to be raised a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be raised.
So, yeah, there's good adjustability on there.
In a couple seconds, we'll just make we'll just do an install. Actually, no, we'll just do that now. I'll get my 3mm.
Yeah, we'll get everything ready and we'll be right back.
Alright, so the first thing that you have to do is you have to remove the motor mount screw. It's this little one, it's a 3mm. Just goes.
It's got a spring on it and just keeps the tension there.
It goes in that hole right there. Just gonna put this right there, not lose it.
It's basically just like the mesh screw.
Yeah. And then the next thing that you have to do is remove the motor mount cover. That's the gear cover.
The one that goes over the spur here.
That's actually 2.5.
Now you're gonna remove the RPM sensor.
Yeah, I already got rid of it just because I don't. Oh, it's already attached.
You can't get rid of it.
Yeah, it's built into the plastic.
Yeah.
I don't remember how to unscrew stuff apparently. Jeez. There we go. Now the only reason I'm removing this is so you could line up the mesh and everything. Put this there. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is you take off your motor heatsink, you line up the holes, and you just go ahead and lightly tighten them in. Put one in first, screw it in just a little bit, then do it with the other one so you don't accidentally strip it or bend it. put this one there, and I just dropped that.
And it's kind of a bad heat sink. It doesn't really
it doesn't
cover
do
the
much.
motor at all. I guess it's just to make room for the motor fan. Are these 3mm or 2.5?
The motor mount screws are 2.5s.
Yeah, mostly everything on this truck is 2.5, and then like the smaller stuff is 2.0.
As you can see, it's mounted. I'm just gonna go ahead, take this screw back off.
Yeah,
Place
Traxxas make us all this stuff really simple. They make a lot of room for motors in all their cars, which is nice.
Trying to line that back up now. Alright, so I have the motor mount placed the way I like it with the screws. I want the wires up on top just like this. Just wrap them around and just drop them in. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this right back off. Slide it off.
It's kind of difficult to get out because the spring retainer thingies are in the way.
There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to put on the pinion gear. Okay, so just put the screw in the pinion just a little bit so I can slide this on a little bit easier. And that didn't.
And tighten on a little bit, then you're going to have to mesh it up with the spur here to make sure that it's got the right distance.
Tighten that up. That much?
Right now.
Go ahead, plate this back on. Oh, that was way off.
Okay, so Andrew's trying to put the spur gear cover on, and it's kind of in there. The mesh is kind of weird. If you want to set it up how I do, you stick your fingernail in there, even if it's not that much of a fingernail, and you just want to feel a little bit of play back and forth between the gears. So you basically hold the pinion still and then try to move the spur back and forth until you hear like a little clicking, but not much. Or you could just use the paper trick that Andrew does. It works okay, but it's not the best way to do it. And it sounds like ass, but here, if you roll it on the floor real quick, it'll sound fine. So, yeah, it just sounds bad at low RPM. So, we got the motor mount in there, so now we're going to put on the ESC.
Alright guys, we're going to mount the Mamba Monster 2 ESC on the 1/10 E-Revo brushless edition. Here you can see we've got the ESC mount. It's got two screws. They line up with the outermost screw right there and this one. If you aren't sure of which way it goes, the switch goes towards the back, and if you can't remember that, they fit. There's a certain way to make it fit. This one's indented a little bit and it just goes on the part that sticks out. So we're going to go ahead. Don't have the switch mounted just yet because we need the screws for it, and it unfortunately doesn't come with the Mamba. I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to slide this on here so I can stick it correctly on this. We'll line up the holes. They're both lined up. And I'm just going to go ahead and push down. Not sure if you guys can see this, but the ESC mount actually does not touch the top of the ESC. There's about a 3mm gap between the cooling fan and the mount, but it does touch it right by the switch just to keep it secure. This foam does hold it very, very well. The sides over here also keep it stable, so
it's not going anywhere.
yeah, it's very sturdy right now. I can barely move it.
Alright, so it's really, guys, all you gotta do is mount the switch right here.
In order to do
this
that,
little
though,
piece.
you
You need some small little screws. We don't have the correct screwdriver to do it because the screws we have are standard, and we only have metric at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You could even maybe get a small enough zip tie or something to figure out how to fit it in there.
and it just goes.
But yeah, it's pretty simple.
Just goes there.
Now all you gotta do is solder your connectors, and you'll be good to go. So thanks for watching, guys.
Stay tuned.
See you in the next video.